Good morning, beautiful ladies. How are you? I am so excited for today. Today, we're going to be talking about opening your store. What do I mean by that? We're online. Jackie, do I need to open a store? No, you don't need to open a store. But sometimes just having that visual helps me wrap my head around it. So think about if you were to open a new store. Let's say a little clothing boutique or a makeup boutique, right? Something that you like to do. You would tell people about it. You would ask your friends and your family to come to your boutique and look around and see if they liked anything. So that is what posting is. We need to be posting on our Instagram, I would say at least 4 to 5 times a week. Facebook, I don't post on there nearly as much, but it's because I don't work Facebook. But if you are working Facebook, I would say at least once a day, and stop sharing things. When you share things on Facebook, videos, pictures, things like that, it makes it so that less people can actually see your stuff. So stop sharing things. That's like right off the bat, stop sharing on Facebook. You're killing yourself. If you think something's funny, like a quote, retype it out in word swag or, whatever, but sharing really is going to kill your visibility, and we want as many people to see us as possible. So here's something to keep in mind. Only about 5 to 10% of our friends actually see our stuff, right? Not a lot. That's really not a lot. So let's say you have 200 friends. Only about 20 people are seeing your stuff. And that's why you're only getting about maybe 20 to 30 likes. It's not that people are scrolling and they don't like it. It's that people literally aren't seeing it. So we just need to be really consistent about posting so that we are reaching as many people as possible. A really good app to download that's going to help you with your posting is called When to Post. And it's really cool. It actually takes all the data. This is for Instagram. I mostly talk about Instagram, but all this stuff can be applied to Facebook. But this app is for Instagram. And it basically looks at everything that you've posted over the last week. And it realizes when your followers were on and when they were engaging with you. So it's going to give you times. So like today for me, it's saying right now I should post, which I just did, but it's saying that my top times to post for today would be 9 o'clock, 9:30, or 9:15 p.m. And then tomorrow it's going to give me different times. Like tomorrow is much earlier. So my followers must be getting up and going to work, or maybe getting up and going to the gym. But this is going to be really helpful, and it's going to make sure that as many followers as possible are going to see your post. So maybe we can get that number up a little bit instead of, only 5 to 10% of people seeing your post. Maybe we can get up to that 20 to 40% range. So that's going to be really helpful. Posting in your stories all day, every day, and not just at work stuff, guys. People didn't follow you because they love It Works or they thought you were going to start with It Works. They don't want to be sold to. We have to remember that we need to be the TV show and not the commercials. So when you're posting, things to post about, if you've just started in this business, or even if it's been a while, just post about the things that you're excited about. Today in my post, I literally was just so sneaky. I love sneaky posts. We call them drip posts, where you just kind of drip the business in there just a little tiny bit, get people a little bit curious. But today I just made a cute post about Carter and everything she's been doing over the past couple months. And at the end, I just said, I'm so proud to be your mom and so thankful we get to spend every day adventuring side by side. So it's just a little drip, because guess what? People who can't stay home with their babies are going to read that and be like, oh, I want that. And then they're going to start watching you and seeing how you're doing that. The thing with this business is you need people to fall in love with you. Not Instagram. It Works is already branded. It Works has its brand. It has its products. You need to brand you. You need people to fall in love with you, and then they're going to fall in love with the products or the opportunity. Sorry, my lighting is super weird in here today. I can never get it right. So, things to post about on your actual Instagram. If you are drinking the coffee, talk about the coffee, but it doesn't always have to be in I'm looking for a product model way. It can just be oh my gosh, my cup of coffee totally helped me get through the day today. I don't know how I'd survive without it. Or, oh my gosh, so thankful for my skinny coffee because I'm definitely binge eating pizza and ice cream tonight, but I know it's going to help me to recover tomorrow. Or just little things like that, where you're just kind of getting people interested. And then of course, we always have the post too, where you can say that you're looking for product models, or you're looking for someone that wants to do this opportunity with you. I would say for your opportunity posts, and they do kind of need to be even. The way that I personally do my Instagram is I basically post about the opportunity on my page. And then I post about the products in my story. That's just how I like to do it. That's how it seems to flow the best. And I just really like doing it that way. They cross over a little bit sometimes, but that's mostly where they stay. Excuse me. So I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, so the opportunity. So when you're posting about the opportunity, let's say you're looking at me and you're like, Jackie, I haven't even made any money yet, or I've made 20 bucks, or I started a week ago, or whatever. Celebrate your small wins and tell people where you're going. The best way to tell a story is where you were before it works, / why you started or why you were nervous, where you are now, and where it works is going to take you, or where you hope it's going to take you, or where it's taken you. So if you're someone who hasn't found a lot of success, this is literally how I went Ruby, guys. Like, I didn't have anybody on my team, but I just kept telling people I'm on track to hit my first promotion. I'm on track to earn $500 a month. I'm on track to change 5 people's lives. I just kept saying it over and over and over again. And like, people want to know where you're going. They don't want to join you if you're like, hey, like, do you kind of want to join this thing that I'm like kind of doing sometimes? Yeah, maybe. No, they're like, that's not exciting. Like, they want to join someone who's like ready to go. They know where they're going. Like, you get on an airplane if you know where it's going. Most people don't get on airplanes if they don't know the destination. You're not just going to be like, yeah, sign me up, sure. No, you want to know exactly where you're going to end up. So you have to tell people where you're going. So a good idea for a story is, before it works, I had to leave the house at 7 o'clock every day and I didn't get home till 6. I only got to spend 1 hour at home with my babies, and it literally broke my heart that somebody else was raising them. Then this crazy girl on Instagram, it's okay to say she's crazy, guys. Like, you can say I'm crazy. It's like, show your emotions, because that's probably how your followers are feeling too. Then this crazy girl on Instagram told me that I could make money posting selfies. And honestly, I thought that she was just full of shit. Come to find out, it's legit. And because of this business, I've actually retired from my full-time job and I get to spend all day, every day at home with my babies. So that's like my story. Let's say you just started. You could say, let's see. What did I used to say? I'm trying to think. You could say something like, I was so nervous and skeptical to join this online business. I honestly didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I decided to take the leap of faith anyway, because honestly, what did I have to lose? Now I'm so excited that I did that. I've been making amazing friendships. I've got to try some amazing products, and I'm on track to hit my first promotion and start making $500 a month. That's all you have to say, guys. I'm on track to hitting my first promotion and making $500 a month. Don't say you're on track to hit Ruby. Nobody knows what a Ruby is. Nobody knows what a diamond is. Nobody outside of our company knows. So I always just put a dollar amount. I'm on track to make $1,000 bonus. I'm on track to make a $500 raise. And when you keep saying that over and over and over again, you're going to find other people who need to make $500. Go back and think about the post, like the final post that really got you to join with me. Because I think about that post all the time for Carrie. I'm always thinking, I'm like, what was Carrie saying that made me so drawn to her? What was she saying that made me feel like I wanted to join her team? What was the final post that finally pushed me over the edge? And I was like, okay, let's do this. So whatever it was for you, mimic that post. Go back and find it, copy and paste it. I don't care. But just remember the way that you were feeling when you were watching me and try to create those feelings in someone else. So you need to exude confidence. You need to exude that you know what you're doing. Even if you've only made 20 bucks in this business so far, like, keep telling people where you're going and they're gonna want to go with you. So you have to open your store. Opening your store just means that you're posting. You're posting, and when you post, you're saying, I'm open. If you're not posting, people think you're closed. So you have to get in the habit of posting. What I like to do is, if I'm in a really creative mindset, I will just sit down and try to bust out like 2 or 3 or 4 posts. I'll just save them in my notes section. You can even save them on Instagram with a picture, and then you can just post them as needed when that app pops up and tells you when to post them. So it's really nice to actually have posts ready to go. And then in your stories, you want to be telling your story, like your behind the scenes, your real life, your raw life. Lives are great for that. Start going live. It was so scary, but now I love it. But then you also want to be showing like a lot of different before and afters. Show your personal before and afters. Show other people's body types. Like, someone that looks like me or someone that doesn't look like me might be turned off by my before and afters, because I hear it all the time. They're like, oh, you're so skinny. Like, you've just always been skinny. So it's like, okay, well, I'll show you some other before and afters of like other people who aren't so skinny that have lost weight on this product too. You know, it really does work for everyone. So make sure that, I would say, find your top 4 favorite products and talk about them for a week at a time. So like, 1 week, talk about keto coffee all week. Talk about how you love it. Talk about how your customers love it. Show before and after pictures. The next week on your story, focus on, like for me, hair, skin, and nails. I love hair, skin, and nails, but you just pick your 4. Only talk about hair, skin, and nails, you know, aside from maybe making your keto coffee, but only really focus on before and after for hair, skin, and nails for a whole week. And then the next week, maybe the cleanse. And then the next week, maybe wraps. But what you can do is, if you're really just focusing on one product every week, is people are being exposed to it again and again and again. And people typically need to see something 7 to 21 times before they will actually believe it and sign up with you. So if you're like on your story and you're doing cleanse, hair, skin, and nails, keto coffee, blah, 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 like every single day you're doing something different, people are going to be like, whoa, like this is a lot. And maybe they saw a cleanse result that they liked, but they were too scared to reach out, and then they don't see another cleanse result for 4 or 5 weeks. So if you focus on one product every single week, it really helps with that. So you just definitely want to be posting. That tells people you're open for business. And here's the thing. People are going to come in, they're going to walk around, they're going to look around, and they might not always buy something. We can't let that affect us. When people say no, we just have to say, okay, now it's just not your time. You don't need to be like, good riddance, bitch. Like, sorry. Keep following them, keeping their friends. Like, they will likely sign up eventually. They're going to sign up eventually because they're going to fall in love with you, and they're going to see a product or a before and after picture that they're going to love. But you can't get mad. Like, think about it. When people walk into Macy's, if they walk around and they don't buy anything and they walk out, do you think that the people in there are like, oh, it's the end of the world. Nobody loves our clothes. We should just shut down. Oh, no, that's so silly. Like, no, they don't do that, guys. So you can't get so worked up over a no. They're going to come back to your store, guys. They're going to look around again. They're going to find something they love eventually. You can't have this dramatic attitude where when one person says no, you just give up. You just say, okay, on to the next. It's just not your time. It's okay. On to the next, on to the next. The more people you talk to, the more success you're going to have in this business. So I really encourage you to download the Captivate app to start growing your following. You have to grow your following. You can't keep fishing in the same pond over and over again and expect to find different fish. Like, that's just not going to work. You can't keep posting to your same 100 followers over and over and over again and expect all of them to sign up. It's just not going to happen. You need to put more people into your network. New people need to see your stuff. But on top of that, you really just need to show them your life too. Like, are you a sarcastic person? Post funny memes in your story. I do it all the time. Are you working on personal development? Post that stuff in your story. I've been posting the morning affirmations. People are going batshit crazy over them, like texting me every single day how much they love them, how much they've helped with their lives. So just find your niche. If you like those morning affirmations, hold down the screen so my name disappears, screenshot it, and put it on yours. Like, I don't care. What's mine is yours, guys. Like, you can have anything that I ever post. But you really do need to show them like your heart and your behind the scenes and your why. And you just need to show them where you're going. You need to show them where you're going. So here's a couple ways to do that. Think about the 5 things that make you you. 5 things that you just absolutely are so crazy in love with, motivated by, inspired by, whatever. And these things always change, right? So like for me, I would say my kids, and right now my puppy, so that's a new one, working out, personal development, affirmations, and maybe like manifestation. Okay. So those are the things that I'm just like bonkers, bat shit crazy about right now. So so write them down, find your 5 things that you just are absolutely crazy about right now, write them down, and then just start talking about them all the time. Show people your heart, show people what you're into, because the people that are also into those things will start following you, and then they're going to want to join you. And then another tip that I would give is sit down and write down 10 things that you would do with $200 extra, and 10 things you would do with $500 extra. Okay, so executives make an average of 200 a month, Rubies make an average of 500. So sit down and write 10 things for each of those. 10 things you would do with 200 bucks. Would you go get groceries? Would you pay for some overdue bills? Would you I don't know, go get your eyebrows done or go get a manicure or a pedicure or whatever. Like whatever you would do, like put something physical onto it. Cause sometimes when you just say, oh, an extra $200 a month or an extra $200 a month, like that's really great. But sometimes people need to like see it too. So you could post like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My business is on fire. Always speak life into your business. My business is on fire. People are joining left and right. Speak it into existence, okay? So my business is on fire. I'm so excited. When I get my first big paycheck, I'm treating myself to a pedicure and manicure because it's been so long since I've had one. Or when I get my first big paycheck, I'm treating myself to a massage because I've never had one. Or, you know, whatever it is. But though that list will give you ideas of what to talk about and really like put an item to the dollar amount, which is really going to help people because people who can't afford to get manicures and pedicures are going to be like, I want to get a manicure and a pedicure, you know, so they're going to start watching you closer. They're going to want what you have. And I don't mean that in like a sneaky or a bad way, but we really do want people to want what we have because then they're going to become obsessed with us. They're going to start watching us and they're going to join us. So hopefully those tips were helpful, but just really I would focus on this week, posting on your Instagram at least every other day, sticking with posting on your Instagram story. And I would say just don't let two It Works things touch each other back to back on your story. So if you do a bunch of before and afters, the next picture needs to be of like your babies or your dogs or a funny quote or somewhere you want to go. Like you can go onto Pinterest and find like your dream vacation and be like, I am so freaking jazzed. I started working from my phone because I did that. I'm going to be here soon. Or I can't wait till the money I'm bringing in from my phone pays for my trip to go to Cabo or pays for my trip to go on my first cruise. Like just tell people where you're going, get them really excited about what you hope this business is going to do for you, but speak it in like a very present tense way because that gets your mind actually opened up to the idea that you can be successful. So it's kind of like a psychology thing with yourself. And if you're busy, if you're working, I totally get that. It was really hard for me to post. Well, actually, we didn't have stories when I first started this business, but I was trying to post on Snapchat quite a bit. So what I would do is I would just kind of load up on pictures. You know, if you're getting ready in the morning, take a video of you making your keto coffee, take a picture of your baby, take a picture of what you're wearing that day. And then you can just like drop it in throughout the day, you know, try to post on your story once every couple hours at least, or, you know, find those funny memes or those inspirational quotes or whatever, have them in your phone so that when you have an extra 2 minutes, when you go to the bathroom real quick, right, you can take your phone with you and just real quick, like pop something up on your story. Just, I'm here. I'm here. The more you post on your story, the closer to the beginning you're going to be, and the more people are going to see your story. So posting frequently is very important. So you can literally just stock up on photos, though, in the morning. Try to take 3 or 4 photos before you go to work. You know, just like I said, even just a Snapchat or a snap of you or a snap of you driving to work or making your coffee or playing with your kids or whatever. And then having those like background fillers ready to go too. You know, the cool part about Instagram is you can literally make everything and then you can just post it later. So you can go onto your story and you can swipe up and you can put like a super cute picture. Like I could put this cute picture of Carter and I can write all over it, say exactly what I want to say, and then you can just save it and post it later. So that's a really good idea to just like keep you posting frequently throughout the day. So anyway, I hope that was super helpful and not too long. I think it was like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. But start posting every day. It's going to change your business. You have to show people that you're open for business. Okay. I love you all so much. Bye.